That was perfect. Welcome, guys. This episode, Central Valley Livin. I'm your host, Jose. With me, my guest, Uriah. Always a pleasure.
Always.
We had to start off with a beautiful 8-bit intro.
Yeah.
Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th for Nintendo Entertainment System.
Yeah.
Probably one of the greatest games ever. Probably one of the ones that'll drive you up a fucking wall because you'll be playing for hours and hours only to find out Jason doesn't die.
He never dies.
You kill him.
He never dies. Have you seen the new one?
I did.
What'd you think?
The newest Jason?
Yeah.
Wasn't bad.
It was pretty funny when you just to think about, oh, this kid's hanging on the fence, like, you know, the fence is on it, whatever, and then she's just like, oh my God.
That's Michael Myers, bud. That's Michael Myers. That's Halloween.
Oh.
Friday the 13th is Jason with the hockey mask.
No, wait. I was thinking about the wrong one. You're right.
You were.
I was.
That was a good one, too, though.
I forgot.
Because the last Friday the 13th movie was like in 2009. And actually, that was a really good one. I was upset that they didn't fucking make more because Jason's like a fucking... You find out he's not just like a crazy, scary guy. He's like a fucking wilderness man. He's got little fucking shit. He'll go in his little cave, and if something fucking gets triggered, hears a bell ringing or something, and he knows it's like, oh, that's over there.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. But no, that Halloween movie, man.
The new one?
Yeah, that was cool.
It was pretty interesting. It kind of is just like, oh, that's fun. Like a new way to do a scary movie, I guess, for the kids.
He kills a kid.
He kills all the kids.
He fucking kills a kid. What fucking more do you want? It's fucking...
there's murder all throughout the whole movie. But you know what I did watch the other day with my daughters? Child's Play 2.
Oh.
Then we were looking for the first one, but...
That one's hard because the first one was done by a different
Cheers, man.
Cheers, man.
I'm drinking General Sherman IPA.
Sherman. IPA.
Beautiful.
For the Norwegian.
India Pale Ale. Very nice.
No, because that first Child's Play was done by a different fucking movie company. So that one's harder to get fucking a release.
The rights to.
Yeah. So 2 and 3 are fucking... I forgot who did it, but yeah, they
Miramax.
They were Miramax counts for 80% of my business, son.
They're like DreamWorks did.
No shit.
Disney made Chucky.
Honestly, that number 2 always fucking watching that as a kid. The one scene that always fucked with me is when the teacher opens up the fucking closet door and gets the fucking air pump shoved through her chest. That I don't know why that always. I don't like. There was more crazier like, shit, but yeah.
It's like it's so funny. It's so old school, but it did jump. It made them jump.
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
A couple good ones.
Good.
Yeah, I was like, cool. I was like, you know, I know what's coming. You can see kind of what's coming, but.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah. Give him a couple of good scares. So I'm just like, there we go. It did its purpose. But yeah, scary movies. I mean, Halloween's coming up.
Hey, it's there. It's almost here.
Yeah, all the Halloween stores are coming up right now.
Of course they are.
I fail at decorating every year.
Do you really need to though?
I mean, with the house,
and
the cul-de-sac.
The new cul-de-sac, you kind of have.
Like
you got to step your game up a little bit more now.
Put some, instead of it being real spider webs like it is right now, we'll actually just put some fake ones.
Of course, yeah.
Why
let it go when you can make it look prettier like that?
Yeah.
No, I had a delivery to the lakes.
Oh.
Yeah, and it was deep in there, so the deeper you get in the lakes, the fancier the houses.
Yeah.
Well, it looked like a 3-story, but it was a 2-story house. It was black already, but it was dope because they had like fucking 6-foot skeletons.
The house was black.
The trim was black.
Oh, the trim.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fucking, they had 6-foot skeletons placed on the walls, and like in different positions, but trying to climb. I was like that. I didn't have my phone to fucking take a picture, but that shit was amazing.
Dude, imagine that. Like, they give you probably full king size. They probably give you like $20 wrapped, like, candy in there.
Oh yeah, no, probably. There's there's no such thing as
stay rich.
Yeah, no, fucking snack size. Oh yeah, no. Here's a bar.
Oh yeah, no.
You want a bar? Here's a fucking half a sheet.
Yeah.
Have at it.
Yeah. I can't imagine. We normally would go around the shitty neighborhoods, obviously.
Of course.
But, you know, candy's candy. You can't really complain, especially when it's free.
True.
As a kid. But I feel like I haven't given out candy for the past 7 years.
Past couple places I've lived at, dude, like, there's kids don't come around. Like,
well, there's gonna be a ton of kids.
well,
around.
yeah, but
it's on a Sunday. It's on a Sunday.
Oh,
this
that's
year. I mean,
even,
you think I'm gonna be at home? Actually, you know what I mean. So I don't know, man. Like, I like to.
It's a gamble at this point.
Yeah, maybe I'll do the shitty way where you just leave a bowl of candy out there and just let them take it all within the first person.
Shit, and it's really on a Sunday this year?
I think that's what the kids said.
Hey.
I don't look at anything, guys. I don't fact check anything.
Never. Why?
Yeah.
Internet's a lie anyway.
Yeah.
Hey.
What's a fact? Huh?
Shit, not me.
Nerds.
Nerd talk. No, I remember when I was working at Vans, I would always get the stack of free stickers because no one fucking wanted them. So I'd take them and I'd pass those out at the neighborhood. And all the kids would keep coming back. And after a while, I'd go, can we get stickers? Like, yeah, sure. And after a while, like, you're not even fucking dressed. And some fucking 15-year-old kid who's already got a deep-ass voice and a goatee, yeah, dude, I know. Can I get some stickers, bro?
I need some stickers for my skateboard.
I need some stickers for my skateboard. Like, these aren't going to stick on your fucking board. I don't care, bro. I want some stickers.
No, man. Just give it. Just give me it. Just give it.
Where's your board at? It's at home. Shut up.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like it's one of those things where some kids don't even try. If they're trying, but also, like I said, I'm never usually home. Or I would take my kids out to go do it. So, I'm not home either way.
Man, I remember when I was a kid, we'd go trick or treating in fucking east side of Birdland, closer to Fairview.
Yeah.
There was one house, they legitimately had a dude running up and down the cul-de-sac with the chainsaw. I remember that for sure.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. It's like, yeah, those are the kind of shenanigans we used to be, or, people used to get away with. They're like, there's no blades on this chainsaw.
They just put some oil on the chain and
it's just like, it still turns on without the, and makes all the sound. But there's no blades, so you can't hurt anybody.
True.
And, you just have a few beers, and you just go chase kids around with a chainsaw. I mean, why not?
Hey, it was the 90s. That was America. Why the fuck not?
Yeah, this is America, God damn it. And God bless. But, yeah.
But, yeah, no, honestly, like, because even thinking about doing fucking haunted houses and shit like that, like, if you look around, like, the craziest ones everybody wants to go to are way too expensive, like fucking Universal Studios and shit like that.
Well, I'm sure there's, like, normal houses that do it every year because obviously they have the time to have bought that stuff.
But in the time of COVID,
I mean,
we're going to see, but still.
People were trick-or-treating last year. They didn't give a shit. I mean, you're outside, you're wearing a mask.
I'm talking about haunted houses in the time of COVID.
Oh.
Excuse me.
Well, I mean, does anybody really want you in their house anymore anyways?
Does anybody really have a house anymore? Yeah, exactly. You have to look around and make sure.
No, but, I mean, like, people don't even want their family members at their house sometimes. You're like, oh, you're going to want a bunch of strangers roaming around your house? Like, maybe if you open the garage.
Yeah, I gotta.
Like, I mean, I have a long driveway right here. You could probably set up some tarps.
You could.
And just be like, walk through the tarps.
Come out back and get shot.
Go out back and, you get your vaccine. And oh, wait, what'd you say?
I said shot, but I didn't mean that shot, but yeah, I know.
That's a scary one. That's a really haunted house right there.
That really is.
But, and then just walk out the back.
You could do that.
Like, there's like somebody like waiting back there to just be like, wah! You know what I mean? But who has the time?
No one has the time.
Who has the time?
Why would you have the time?
I mean,
you're just waiting for somebody else to do that.
Yeah. I mean, back in our young days, when people were 30, they're already like half dead,
Yeah.
So they were
Ready
like,
to go.
they're the 30s back then is like our 60s now. So we're still so young. It's like, what you want me to build a?
I gotta really want me
I gotta
to do
go.
that. I gotta get plywood from somewhere.
I gotta build a post.
Come on,
You
man.
want to build a post?
Dude,
And it's like you're not even paying to come into this haunted house.
No,
it's just for my enjoyment.
Yeah,
for you.
Out of the kindness of my heart, no.
I'm gonna erect this thing that took me 10 hours
just for shits and giggles,
yeah, just to scare a few kids. I mean, I don't know. One day, you guys.
Maybe one day you'll just have a wild hair and just be like, you know what? I'm gonna make my house a whole fucking amusement park.
Yeah,
Why not?
Yeah.
No, not today though.
Not today. Not tomorrow.
No.
Probably not this year.
Why would you?
It's like we're still recovering. We're still recovering from COVID.
Baby steps.
Baby
steps.
We got to make sure that people actually are going to come out and do this stuff. Because imagine building that and then nobody goes in there.
Yeah. Hey guys, I have this whole new setup.
You have to put
that's
signs.
Cool. Do a virtual tour. Zoom. Do a fucking Skype or a Zoom. Show me the innards. 'Cause I'm not gonna go in there.
Yeah. Interesting. We're doing virtual haunted houses now.
Fuck, man. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised because they do the fucking headphone fucking concerts and fucking raves. So I don't.
Dude, those silent concerts.
Yeah, that's
because everybody has headphones on.
Yes. Just take them off. All you hear is just bodies. Just.
All you hear is.
Yeah. Someone dropping a fucking soda. I got it.
This is my jam. This is.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fucking. Oh my god, dude. Like I saw that on I think it was Brooklyn Nine-Nine. It was a quick little snippet of them going to one. I thought that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. And then I hear people like, "Oh no, that's real." Like,
yeah, it's like a city thing. I think. Around here, you're just like, "Where's the band?" Or just
right?
Just turn up the speakers. You know what I mean? Like we want that bass. But yeah, no, I can't imagine going to one of those. And then, if everybody had VR or something where you're doing virtual things, that makes more sense. But
even then, though,
it's not real.
It's not real. Well, because
there's not an actual dude just sitting there waiting to be like, wow, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
That kind of shit, you just get your heart pumping.
Seriously, what?
You're like, do I punch him?
I can't touch him because he's not touching me, but I'm going to touch him.
Yeah, but it's natural reaction is I'm going to touch this guy.
No, he's going to die.
One of us is dying.
My hands. Tonight.
But, yeah, I hope this year goes off pretty well. I mean, everybody was so fed up from last year, obviously. And just
you know what the best part is? Because we don't live in a big city. We really don't. So around here, everyone's just fucking either do it or don't. I don't care.
They're like, yeah, stay inside if you don't want to.
Yeah, but I'm going to be outside doing my thing.
Yeah.
And
it's actually more space for me. Elbow room. You know what I mean? Everybody's got to
That's enough right
there. Everybody's got to get that space.
That's enough right there.
Yeah. But
but now, that's why it's the good thing around here because people aren't going to give a shit. Like, hey, I'm going to do it. Some people like to get mad and say, then fucking don't come near me then. Okay, don't come outside. Fucking don't come near me at the restaurant. Okay.
Yeah, I really need to think about a Halloween costume. What you got? Going?
What do I got? Either
you can't do Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
No, I tried it one time. Didn't have a mask. Fucking, what'd be the best fucking Halloween costume though? Santa Claus.
I mean, just Santa Claus.
It's Santa Claus, man.
I mean,
it's Santa Claus.
You're gonna have to spice that up a little.
Whoa, okay, Santa Claus.
There's Jack Santa Clauses that go out there. You know what I mean?
Come on, man, Santa Claus. Santa Claus and a Hawaiian T-shirt because it's the off season still technically.
He's like, I'm still on vacation, huh?
I'm still on vacation.
I got
the hat. And what more do you want?
One more month before I actually have to think about work. Because, magic.
When that happens, it fucking goes.
Magic's real.
It really is.
Believe in it.
The magic bullet.
Don't.
Whoa,
we can't. Don't.
Okay. All right.
We can't start on that.
All right, my bad.
But
what's your ideas? What you spitballing?
I don't have any ideas. But knowing, well, if it is on a Sunday, and we could always check this stuff. But who has the time?
All right, I do.
All right. Well, if it is on a Sunday, then I'm definitely gonna have to dress up. If we're gonna, because I go downtown.
Son of a bitch! It is on Sunday. Something religious. It is the fucking Sabbath after all.
A jacked priest would be pretty cool with like the cutoffs. Maybe like Mac style.
Ooh.
Could be Mac.
Oh. Ronald McDonald, huh?
No.
Yeah.
A jacked Ronald McDonald, that'd be kind of scary.
Shoving with nothing but bags of fucking McDonald's or fucking on you, just ready to go.
Throwing fries at everybody.
Fucking let them sit out for a couple of days so they get real hard, and like you're throwing pens at people's fucking faces, just like you're flicking a cigarette.
That's rude. They're not even real. I mean,
just imagine.
If I'm throwing fries at people, I'm trying to like land it in their mouths, I'm like alley-oop. But
thanks, Ronald. You're the man.
No, that shit would be funny. Mac from Always Sunny.
Yeah. Fucking all jacked, fucking, or just running around with the fucking.
Well, it's like the cut. It's the cutoff, but he doesn't have tattoos.
He does. He has this god awful.
Yeah,
fucking,
he has Doesn't he have like a fucking cross on him?
No, it's like a god awful, like a fucking, like a winged something or other. Super 90s shit. You're like, God, man, come on, bro, stop.
But, I mean, that's their time. That's their time.
What do you think is going to be the one that everyone's going to rock this year? Like, think about movies, fucking pop culture type bullshit.
I mean, everybody tried the It one last year, right? Have you seen Candyman?
I did.
What'd you
new
think?
one? So, I'm a big fan of the original.
Yeah.
That's still one of the scariest fucking movies to me, still.
It looked pretty creepy. Like, the trailer looked really creepy.
Well, here's the thing, like, because there was 2 other Candyman sequels, and they were fucking dog shit.
Oh, yeah.
But this one is a direct sequel to the original. And they do it pretty good. They're really fucking good.
Well, it was Jordan Peele, right?
He produced it and co-wrote it.
There you go.
But honestly, like, it's shot super nice. Like, the death scenes are really good because I'm a big... If the death scenes look good and creative, I'm...
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the things that, like, horror movies are kind of missing out on. Like, they're trying to work more on the thriller aspect of, like, the kind of the suspense rather than the actual, like, the gore.
Well, what are the biggest ones?
They just make the gore kind of just like, and it's kind of just like...
Well, like, if you watch, like, the newer franchises, like The Conjuring and the Annabelle and all that bullshit, those are all just jump scares. That's all they do. They just try to play on...
It's thriller.
They try to...
really like...
Yeah, they bring the fucking orchestra music up super high, and then they cut it, and then you turn the corner, and something gets you.
Yeah.
And those, I'm cool, but no.
I mean, they made so many of those over the past few years that you kind of over them. And it does work, but it's not scary.
Not for me. It's not for me.
It's so predictable.
It's not
now.
for me.
Yeah, I can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
I'm just like, dude, if I can tell where the story's going.
Yeah, because if I'm on like IG or fucking Facebook, like, oh my god, bro, Annabelle 3, I'm fucking stoked, babe, let's go watch it. Like, nah, dude, you guys don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah,
that's boring to me.
It's kind of like the new age jump scare, and I don't know.
Well, because the thing about Candyman, the new one I really liked, is when it tried to freak you out, it really freaked you out because it does the thing like...
it looked pretty fucking creepy.
It's pretty fucking creepy. It has its moments, and it's really good. But the thing that they do, like Hereditary, that was the newest movie that freaked...
I never watched that one.
That one scared the shit out of me, not for anything else than...
Heard really good things about it.
It's really good. It's really fucked up, though. That's the thing. But, like, they do a thing where they'll show you... like the image, whatever it is, the death, the fucking build-up, they'll show you and they'll pan out and it lets it build on its own. So you're looking right at the fucking, the catastrophe, and then you're letting it sit with you, and then next thing you know, you're in something else, and that's what freaks you out because you're like, what the fuck did I just watch? Now I'm watching this shit on fire. Holy shit! Whoa! What's going on here? Yeah, because like the Candyman movie, like it's literally just like talking about fucking Candyman. What was Candyman? It was a fucking, in those movies, it's just like pretty much the black boogeyman, like just the African American boogeyman for these African Americans that lived in the fucking Cabrini Green projects in Chicago, just like the guy that everybody talked about, like the fucking, like the Kukui for Mexicans.
Yeah.
But this guy actually was real, and he fucking pretty much did harm to those that summoned him. When they summon him, they don't hold back. They fucking get it.
Yeah, that's so strange, man. Like, because I was so young when I watched that. I remember that it did fuck me up to where I was just like, I don't need to watch this again. You know what I mean? Like, even now as an adult, I'm like, I have like real no desire to watch it.
Like, no, that did the damage.
Yeah,
I don't need to.
Dude, I didn't want to go buy bathrooms for years, dog.
Dude, man.
You know, the bees are in there. You know? Because, like, you would pass by the bathroom and you're like, it got to the point where, yeah, you would, like, stand outside the bathroom and, like, turn on the light and then, like,
cool, dude.
and then open the door. Like, yeah. No, that movie really fucked me up as a kid. That one, and it obviously, the main ones, you know, Chucky, Candyman,
yeah,
they're done so well. The storyline is so fucked up that it's just, you know, it sends you into your imagination where it's just like, man,
and
what if this was real?
And that's the one good part about those, because honestly,
I just remember the hook and the bees.
Oh yeah,
That's
no,
all
like,
I remember.
Like, cause in the original Candyman, he's like literally just fucking slaying motherfuckers left and right with his hook.
This is what how great the 90s were. I was like 6 years old when they were showing me these R-rated movies.
Yeah.
That are just like, check this shit out. Let's watch it in the dark. Like, and it's like, all right,
cool,
go to sleep.
Click.
Yeah, it's time to go to sleep after this.
I can't turn my mind off of that now.
Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? And it's like, I think I had to sleep with my mom on the floor. I slept on the floor for like probably about a week or so. I remember it really messed me up, man. It really did.
Like, all bullshit aside, that really fucking did a number on me.
Yeah, I'm not afraid of the dark, but I don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy it.
As to say, I wouldn't choose to be in the dark.
I would rather not be in the dark.
Yeah,
and I'm not saying this directly from these movies, but probably
it didn't help either, though. Fuck.
Because there was movies like on the way, like The Haunting, like when they went to the hotel or to that one building. Remember, and it like called everybody in, and then the building was like alive.
Oh yeah, who the fuck was in that? That was a remake.
Liam Neeson.
Yeah, Liam. Yeah, no, he's trying to make a. He was trying to make a. He was like a professor or some shit.
Yeah, he was trying to bring that spirit back or whatever the fuck he was.
That freaked me out.
That one freaked me out.
But the reason that freaked me out was there was a scene where the house is trying to drive people out, and this chick is next to a piano, and one of the piano fucking wires fucking starts tuning way too high.
Oh,
and it fucking
slaps her. Yeah.
That freaked me out. I'm like, dude, that could fucking happen. I was like, dude,
I think that was like the first scene of the movie.
Yeah, that's like how it stuck to me too.
That's when they first get in there.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, no, the scene that got me was when she's sleeping in the bed. And then she, like, you know, like all the little kid faces are like pointing, like just looking away.
Yeah.
And then she like opens and looks at him again, and then they're like turned towards her.
Yeah.
And they're just like staring at her. Oh, dude, that scene right there.
Yeah.
I hated that scene.
Ready for that shit? Well, even shit like that, like even Poltergeist back in the 80s, that was fucked up just because the whole movie was, or the whole house has a fucking entity inside it trying to pick off everyone one by one, and the damn kid with the fucking clown doll that was trying to fucking strangle him that night too.
I mean, like, even The Shining holds up a little bit. It's silly. It's 80s. You know, it's like, oh shit.
That one's different because that you have to appreciate it more as you get older. Because
I feel like people that read the book are just like, dude, this shit's not even close to how wild he made that shit.
Well, yeah, no, because
he was high on cocaine.
Well, because the book was one way, and the fucking Stanley Kubrick, who made the movie, did it a different way. And it's widely known that Stephen King hates Kubrick for that reason, because he totally fucking flip-flopped it. He's like, no, I don't like what the fuck you did that. But the way Stanley Kubrick made the movie, he really shows descent into madness. Like,
Yeah,
that's real.
With Jack Nicholson, like, you can't. That shit was dope.
Even the behind-the-scenes videos of him getting fucking pumped up, ready to smash that damn door.
That was the same, that was the same era as Batman, though, for Joker,
At the very end, At the very end.
He was kind of still in that, method actor.
Yeah, well,
but, dude, imagine that scene, doing that scene, where he had to, hit with the axe, and he just, that face is so epic.
Like, why would you want anything less? Why? You can't. It's fucking...
And for some reason, his face was perfect for, that sort of descent into madness.
Mm-hmm. It really was, because
Because, he was just, so happy. He was just like, dude, you're fucking a normal guy. Yeah. And then you just see him kind of just, his face...
Well, because that was...
slowly just starts to change. And then after he sees the woman
in the
bathroom...
Yeah. Then it starts really dawning on him.
That's when he's really just starts twisting. Yeah. I guess twisting. Because he enjoyed it.
Well, because he starts really...
Is that before or after he realizes the bartender's not real?
Technically, he never realized he wasn't real, because he was real to him no matter what. So he stayed at that. The whole woman encounter became more of a staple to him, because he's starting to come back to the whole, this is home, I belong here, this is what I do.
Yeah. He's so comfortable that now he's enjoying the presence of these demons, ghosts, or these entities, or whatever.
Honestly, the greatest scene in that movie is fucking after Homegirl throws him in the freezer, and it's just a fucking downward up shot of him looking at the door, and she's telling him, so me and Danny have to leave, and he says, yeah, you should go see the fucking radio. He's like, you're gonna get a surprise right there, and he's just fucking wide grinned, happy, doing shit with his hands. You're like, this guy is fucking nuts.
Yeah. That's wild, dude.
The sequel to that movie was actually pretty cool too.
Yeah,
Dr. Sleep.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I did, because it was it wasn't piggybacking off of The Shining so much. All it was about these people that are like vampires that go and find people like the kid who had that shining power, and they fucking kill them and eat them. And they find a kid in the movie. They find a kid that has that power too, and they fucking abduct him and they fucking tear him to pieces, and it's wild as fuck. But it's a good fucking movie. Ewan McGregor is fucking brilliant in it.
Oh yeah, he was brilliant in everything. Yeah, no, man, I never watched that one either. It was one of those little moments in time where you're like, scary movies are kind of played out, but this is a good story, and you don't want to, mess it up for yourself.
That's always the hesitation.
These remakes of, or these sequels of these things, and we updated it, even with it and everything. I didn't even watch the new ones. I mean, I heard they're kind of wild, but I mean,
well, because I love the original one.
Yeah,
that
the original
one
one just really. I mean, even now, I bet if I played it for my kids now, it'd probably still.
Hold up for sure.
Yeah,
because it's weird. But the only thing is, when
they're in the library and the balloon and all the balloons and all the blood and
homeboy's fucking head in the fucking fridge.
Yeah, dude, it's so
because here's the thing. I have a homeboy I bounce fucking movies off of with, and he's really dead set in his ways of fucking. If it doesn't,
classics?
No, of the fucking contemporaries. So anytime I bring up, something,
he likes the new
way.
Oh, he liked the what we were watching earlier, fucking Star Wars, the part 2.
Oh, fucking Attack of the Clones.
Yeah.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
Nice.
He enjoys those. He's just
shit like that.
He's like part 1, 2, and 3 are better than 4, 5, and 6, bro. And you're like,
you can't say that, but all right, I'll listen to you, but you can't say it.
I appreciate that you've watched them all. You know?
But that's as far as it goes.
Yeah.
But no, because I'll talk about fucking some random obscure fucking 80s horror movie. Because I love horror movies. 80s random
It's a
horror.
perfect time for horror movies.
Yeah.
I bet you're getting hyped up for this next month.
Well, here's the thing. When you're at it fucking 24/7 the rest of the fucking year, you don't really care.
I mean,
It's just more of a reason to be fucking weird.
Yeah. You're like, oh, now I can just have these blood capsules in my mouth all the time.
Hey, guys. But no, me and
Like
him,
an asshole.
me and him go at it all the time because I'm always like, dude, like, for example, the It movie. Like, I love the original. He's like, no, it's fucking boring. That original's fucking boring. The new one's all right. And I always give him shit for it. And I'm like, dude, you have to appreciate what it was to appreciate what it is now. So, that being said, before the newest ones came out a couple years back, I actually fucking read the book.
Yeah.
And
I mean, if you can read a book, you should probably read some of those old,
Stephen King
like
books.
Stephen
yeah.
King's
Oh, yeah.
and all these old random horror stories because they're so good. Even Goosebumps.
Oh, yeah.
Those
Yeah.
are so good. They're cheesy.
Oh, well, look at the demographic they were for.
Yeah, but as a
But it worked.
13-year-old child,
Yeah.
it works. It
it
works
works.
really good because you're like, oh, these like dolls that come alive, and he's like a master doll that, and you're just like some weird gooey shit. But it worked, man, and like that's the fun part about imagination that we used to have. And it worked out because you're just like, oh shit, what if Chucky was under my bed?
True.
But now they're just like, yeah, no, that ain't gonna happen, and it's like a whole different like. Now I feel like you have to get some really wild shit in order to, because I don't really like gore as far as like Saw and all that stuff. Yeah, this guy's into like blood and guts and all those like carnage, But like,
yeah, man. But like, I understand what you're saying. But the thing about the difference is like, we grew up at a time where, for the majority of the part, you had your imagination. You needed it.
There was no internet.
Yeah, really. Or even if there was, it still lacked a lot. So you were just more so about, fuck, after reading something, you're like, what the hell could that be like? And then fucking imagining in your head. These days, it's all right in front of you. It's all right in front of you to see, like...
The real world is pretty wild, and if you can, like, do some deep dive on some, like, black market, like, YouTube and stuff, and you can watch some really wild shit.
Yeah.
You can watch somebody explode off of some random, like, something that happened at work, and they just, like, caught it on film.
Yeah.
And somebody uploaded it, and then just, like, somebody just getting their hand crushed. It's like, you're just like, ah! You're just like, holy shit, like, and it's real footage, man. Like,
yeah.
And they used to have to recreate this kind of stuff, but now,
and when they did it right, they did it fucking right, though.
Yeah. But I feel like now there may be enough actual footage out there if you can get the rights to, a lot of it, like where you could cut scene into like an actual somebody getting like decapitated. Like, wouldn't that be wild? Like, is that? Do you think? What do you think? Do you think that would be a possible thing, or is that like? It's like it's not quite like a Faces of Death sort of scenario.
Well, because here's the thing.
But you are watching live
death.
Like, well, not necessarily death, but like some torture and stuff like that. Where, like, say, like with the like Paranormal Activity, how they have or even Insidious or The Conjuring, where they have like those live or the real actual recordings of these things.
Yeah, part 2 at the end. Yeah,
demonic possessions and shit. Like, there is recordings of this stuff.
Yeah.
And I mean, obviously, you would need the rights, and who wants their fucking
business out there?
Yeah, but I mean, if there's no like faces,
you're still kind of like, oh, that.
But
the
company
that's not real.
Yeah, but imagine, dude, imagine.
Hey, man, it's out there.
Oh, definitely.
Like that old what do you call it? Urban legend that in the background of that scene in fucking Wizard of Oz, there's a fucking munchkin hanging himself and shit.
No,
like
it
that.
wasn't. It was a full grown person. You never watched it? We
That was
watch
a full.
it right
That was
now.
a full grown person, or I thought that was supposed to be a munchkin.
No, it was like a person.
I
You
remember,
never, like,
I
did you
remember
ever-
seeing that.
You
It's
see it?
fucking.
Yeah. Dude, it's wild.
Yeah. Well, because
It's wild.
even there's that, and then in the '80s they made a Twilight Zone movie where it was just actors in the '80s recreating old Twilight Zone episodes and shit. Well, one of them in one of the episodes, it was supposed to be like a semi-Vietnam episode where a guy is running through the water with some kids in his arms, like, oh no! But there's a helicopter that comes down. In real life, that helicopter had a malfunction while filming and crashed and fucking decapitated all of them. Yes, some of that footage is in that movie still.
Oh, wow.
It's fucking wild, yeah, because motherfuckers got sued for that, for fucking safety protocols not being upheld and shit like that. They won the case, but if you go back and watch that Twilight Zone the movie, there's one of the stories.
Helicopter.
Well, because there's in that actual story, there's like 4 stories in that movie.
That's the Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
If everybody doesn't know about the Twilight Zone, beautiful. What was it? Probably 90s or late 80s?
That was a complete 70s.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, they carried it on.
They
throughout
did
the
throughout the
ages,
years,
and
yeah.
like like a Goosebumps kind of like idea, whereas
Yeah.
scary stories of things that could
Wild,
happen,
different.
Like you wake up and you're in a different dimension where
Yeah.
you're all of a sudden rich. And you're just like, what the fuck's going on? And
Yeah.
but you have the same family, and it's a
Yeah.
whole different idea.
Well, in the movie they made in the 80s, there was just rehashes of old stories and new stories. Just one of them was about a guy that goes to a bar with his friends and out of nowhere just starts bitching about black people, about Asian people, about Jewish people, all kinds of. He just starts bitching, and his friends are all, dude, what
So
the fuck?
he got the vaccine?
Pretty much, yeah. He walks out of the bar and he's in like fucking 39 fucking Germany, and they see him as a Jew. Fucking couple scenes later, he's fucking wakes up in a grave, and he's about to get lynched because they think he's a black guy. So he's pretty much trying to face every
kind of like
every
a tragedy
racial tragedy as that race.
Wow.
Well, at the very end of it, he shows up in the jungles of Vietnam. He's like, what the fuck, I'm just trying to get home. And he sees some kids and they're running from gunfire, and that's when the fucking helicopter comes in and you see it fucking explode. It's supposed to explode in the movie, but on the behind the scenes shit too, you see it explode and you see the malfunction and you see it fucking fall and crash into him.
It's like you see it kind of like
Yeah.
on its way to be like, hey, that's gonna
Because
hit
it
them.
was done on a soundstage, so it wasn't out in the wild. It was done on a soundstage. If
like
you
somewhere
look,
in like Arizona or some shit.
and you just see it fucking crash.
Oh wow.
Worst part was the kid actors. Their parents were there on set that day too.
Dude, there's some wild shit they've caught on film, and
Yeah.
it makes you really think, man. Like what is it? Because are ghosts real? Is there another dimension? Is there entities? Whatever, all this shit.
Yeah.
But I just remember watching this one. It's called it's called Bio. It was one of those shows, and they're talking is ghost stories. They just always have ghost stories.
Yeah.
And one of them, I can't find it. I don't know why. I would look it up every once in a while just to try to find that episode, and it would be like old movies where it's reel to reel.
Yeah.
So they're like, oh, we're in a haunted house. We're supposed to be making this scary movie, and then they would just go frame by frame, and then there was framed where it was fully their face would become a skull and a fucking a demon face, and then it'd be frame, and then it would go back to normal, or there was just some wild shit that they had caught on film, and I was just like, damn, dude, I want to watch this episode again because it's so good, and I really enjoy that kind of shit.
Yeah.
And I just really can't find it.
It's out there. I'm sure it's out there just waiting for you.
Oh yeah, but it's just it was just so much fun when you stop to think about even with the Ghost Adventures on like I got heavy into that a few years ago, and dude, I was having that was the only time that I actually had what are they called when you sleep but you awake.
Sleep
paralysis.
Sleep
dude.
paralysis?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, man. And it was weird because I kind of tested it out because I was just like, okay, because I had told my girlfriend at the time, I was just like, hey man, whenever I watch this show, like, and I'll like take a nap, I start having some like either some really weird dreams, or like something like, or I start having like sleep paralysis, and I feel like I'm floating, and she's like, you need to stop watching that shit. You know what I mean? Like, she's like, you're inviting some stuff in that, I don't know if it should be here, and all this stuff. I was like, what do you know? You're a woman.
Should have asked you nothing anyway.
But so I would watch it, and then I would lay down on the couch and I would be like, okay, well, I'm gonna like fall asleep watching this, and let's see what happens. And like most of the times, like I would like have sleep paralysis where I'm just I was awake, but I would look down because you can still kind of move your eyes.
Yeah.
And I would look down at my hand, and you just try to move it, and it doesn't move.
Oh shit!
Yeah, you're just like it's a weird thing, man. Where you're just, you're just so used to being able to do this shit, and you just kind of look down, and you're just like, you might not even be in the position that you were laying in. Which is kind of strange, right?
I got you.
Because you're just like, You're like, well, I'm awake, and I'm in the same room that I'm sleeping in, but also I'm kind of in a weird position. And then when you wake up, you're kind of in like a different one, and you're just like, oh, that was strange.
Just a mind fuck and a half of just everything.
Yeah, so it's one of those things where it's just like, are you inviting things in with these? It's a TV show, man. Like
because here's the thing. When you fuck with it heavily enough, movies, TV shows, like books, whatever it is, there might be something,
there might be something to it.
The devil might try to fuck with you a little bit.
The devil might test you.
Might test you, son.
See how you
react. Yes.
Yeah.
And it just all goes from there too. It's true. I remember there was a Ghost Adventures episode or fucking one of those things. They were in like Porterville or Lindsay, and someone had like, it was like gnomes or something, or it was like little fucking little gnome people. Apparently somebody out there in like the middle of like fucking Springville, Strathmore, somewhere out there.
All methed out.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. But I saw little gnomes, little real gnomes out there. Oh my shit. Oh, speaking of that, there's a legit haunted place out in Springville.
I'm sure there's a lot.
Oh no, I'm sure there's a lot, but this one
desert.
specifically, it was somewhere in Springville, or it's in Springville. It's a giant.
Shout out Springville.
Giant apartment complex now, but it used to be an old fucking tuberculosis sanitarium.
Ooh.
Yeah, so it's an old hospital.
Wow.
Every room is now an apartment.
No way.
Yeah, and it's wild. Like if you go on YouTube, you'll see the videos of people walking through it. But craziest part is because tuberculosis sanatorium back in the fucking day. So the basement, there's a basement, and guess what was in the basement? The furnace.
Oh.
And guess what the furnace was used for? For burning the dead bodies. So you got all sorts of crazy shit down there.
That's wild.
Right?
Man.
And if you look at the pictures now, it's called like Sequoia Dawn's Apartments. I think that's what it's called. And if you look at the grounds, just like the Yelp pictures or the Google pictures, you're like, oh, dude, that's a fucking hospital. You look at it, you're like, no, look at the grounds, look at everything. You're like, no, that's a hospital.
Oh, that's so strange. And that's the interesting part about like this town, this area, this county or whatever. It has, it's been here since the early 1900s. Yeah. So there's so much like activity. This used to be like, for brothels and jailhouses, and like this is where you would go to like get fucked up.
Oh yeah, no.
You know, like it was a mining whatever it was used for. It was like in between everything.
Yeah.
There's obviously way more trees and way more density around here, so there's probably
it was like a hidden away type of thing.
So I mean, there's so much when you walk downtown at 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning.
It's happened,
dude. It's you know, you're like this is eerie as fuck. You know, like there's some like. There's energy around here, you know what I mean? And it's real. And like, that shit's pretty fun to think about because, you know, is it another dimension? Is it energy that's left over from the dead? How does that work? Or, you know, are you able to control that once you get into that another life? You know what I mean? It's pretty wild, you know, to think about. It'd be fun to go to actually some of these places, man. Like, now that we're adults and have, like, you know, obviously we can go drive. Too. yeah, we can just be like, you know what? It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Let's fucking go to this abandoned shack in the middle of nowhere and just sit in it for an hour.
Let's see for a bit, yeah.
You know, I have a GoPro, like, with night vision.
I got a camera. Fuck it, let's handle it.
Yeah, let's sit in there and have a podcast and see what happens, dude. Like, I mean... That's what's cool. Yeah, that's what I loved about you know, Paranormal Activity, where they're just like, we're gonna sit in this shit for like in the middle of the night
and see what's gonna happen
and see if we start hearing noises.
Yeah,
and it's, you know, because, you know, they have the night vision, so they're just pointing at each other, but it's like pitch black, you know. And then if you've been in the country where there's no, like, in the middle of the hills, like on your way to Slough or something, like, or Cambria, like, especially on, like, in those back alleys, those back roads where there's no lights.
No.
And you can see the sky, like, but it's also pitch black.
Oh yeah, no.
Like,
if there's no moon, then there's no fucking visibility.
Yeah, so I can't imagine being in some of these, like, abandoned houses or, like,
just
buildings
waiting.
And just sitting there just like,
because
all you hear is
because one of the things that'll fuck with you the most is not even the sound of other things around you, it's literally the sound of deafening, because you're like,
well, it's
you'll hear the ring and you're just like, so heightened, and you just, and when you don't hear something, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna fucking go nuts right now.
Isn't that strange though? So, like, that's like, you know, the deprivation tanks and stuff like that. Like, imagine. Yeah. So, but I mean, I'm down, dude. We have like a whole month or so to figure it out where we can go to some of these places. We'll take some pictures, do some podcasts. We'll do a podcast in an abandoned building or something.
Look at just go.
I don't know, man. We'll figure it out.
Man.
We have a whole month, you know what I mean? And
get ready. It's not even October yet. We're doing spooky shit now.
Yeah, we got to get it started now because, you know, it's a whole thing where if you're in the mood to get scared, like,
you're gonna get scared.
You can figure it out, and your imagination can kind of run.
Oh, that's the worst too.
You know, but that's so much fun though. It like makes you like a kid again. Like, it gets your kind of endorphins running, and you're just like, oh fuck, you know, like,
what can I do?
Oh, you know what I mean? Are we gonna get slashed out here? Is there a ghost gonna like tap you on the shoulder?
And what if something happens? What if it does? I got the fucking proof,
dude. The other day at work, me and this guy were just like talking, and like we're setting up work, but we were just standing next to each other, just like as far as we are, and we're just having a conversation, and like I just hear, you know, like, because there's like the door next to us, and there's a certain sound when somebody walks past the door to go to the restroom. It's like a, you know, it's like, you know, and like I was just like, I was like, what the fuck? And then his head, like, he heard it so well that his head went,
what was that?
Like, jerked back quick.
Yeah.
He's just like, what the fuck? And I was just like, you heard somebody walk by, right? But I was facing the door, like the front door, so I knew nobody was in the restaurant. And so I was like, you heard that, right? And he's just like, yeah. And he like walked around to see if anybody had walked to the restroom or anything. He's just like, nah, no fucking.
Oh shit.
And I was just like, I was like, maybe it was just, something moved.
Hmm.
But also, we were we were just both standing completely still and just kind of just hanging out and just talking. And he was just like, you can tell yourself what you want, man. But he's just like, I heard somebody walk past the door. He's like, that's what I heard. He's like, I'm back here all the time. He's like, I heard somebody walk past the door. And I was like, that's exactly what I heard too.
Fucking dude.
I was like, God damn it, dude. So it's kind of fun to think about that kind of.
I had something like that happen too. A couple years back, when I was working for Vans, I worked up in our Oregon store.
Oregon.
Oregon. Before it went crazy. It was
Back
there.
when the world made sense.
True. But like they're like, hey, you want to go up there for Christmas? I thought, oh, Christmas time. Like, oh yeah, sure. They're like, no, it's like the week of Christmas plus a couple extra days. I was like, fuck. Okay. I was like, what you guys need? Oh, we just need you to fix their stockroom, reorganize it. I was like, yeah, sure, fuck it, I'll do it. Paying for everything, fuck it, I'll take it.
Oh, yeah.
So on the day of Christmas, I was there working. I fucking worked like 18 hours that day. It's like 16 maybe. But I was by myself, no one else it was a giant mall. No one else in that mall. The stockroom was huge. It had a giant bay door where you pull down with a chain and shit. Yeah. And it was just me in there fucking with my fucking radio, just fucking handling business, moving boxes, setting shit up. And I'm like, and you would hear shit, of course. Like, okay,
I mean, creaks and
there's
crunches,
creaks, groans, fucking, straight up, like,
that's normal. You know what I mean?
That's that.
Basement.
And then you hear people talking. You're like,
you heard people talking?
I heard people talking.
No way, you heard people talking.
I heard, like, because in my head I was trying to force myself to, like, no, there's a weird corridor right here. Maybe the damn janitors or something are working today. All you hear is fucking muffled, like,
no, fuck no, you didn't.
And I'm like, okay, it is what it is. But then after a while I would hear music too, like
no
music.
That's fucking gnarly.
So at the end of my fucking shift, I'm tired, I'm sore, I'm fucking worn out. I'm like, been hearing this shit all 16 hours straight. I'm like, okay, I'm done. Called the security. I'm like, hey, I need to get out of here.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Okay, yeah, we'll meet you over at this gate. Cool. I'm like, fucking shit. And then fucking security comes. They were rocking Segways. They were on Segways.
Yeah.
It was weird. But the dude had a radio on his thing. So I'm like, that's where the music was coming from. Okay. And I was like, what's up, dude? I just need to get back to my car, So is anybody else working today? He's like, dude, just you and me.
Just you and me.
Like, don't say that, dude. I was like, I swear I heard like muffled talking. He's like, the fuck? No, dude, it's just been you and me. He's like, and I'm doing circles around the whole mall, so I'm not at one place at one time.
He's not like inside.
Yeah. No, I'm like,
he's like, I'm outside, bro. There's no way you'd be able to hear me.
Yeah, there was no. I was like, I could barely hear your speaker. He's like, yeah, I know. I gotta get the fuck out of here and go back to my room and pass out.
So that's strange, and that would be so interesting to like catch on film or catch on audio.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where that's where the fun of those paranormal shows is. But I feel like that one was the only one that really got it well.
Well, because after a while
because everything I think
you're skeptical.
Like a copycat, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're like, these guys have
out the gate. You're a skeptical person. You're like, no, I don't want to believe that. It's stupid.
I mean, but the whole thing that growing up here, especially with like the whole religious aspect of everything, we're supposed to believe in ghosts, the afterlife, and whatever, and growing up, you learn that there's, there might be some different math equations according to this stuff,
Yeah.
and what is energy, what are we, because what the fuck, how is it, where does the energy go when it's recycled? I don't know, who knows what's going on. You find out when you die.
True.
And that's the fun about it. But around here there was always like ghost stories. There was always like the idea that there is an afterlife, there is something after this, and if you don't live life the right way, you actually might, be stuck here. And it's a fun story. It's a good ghost tale. It keeps kids like, you gotta go to sleep or else, don't, in the dark, what can happen. But as you grow older and you start seeing these kind of things and you have these stories where you're just like, I can't explain what the fuck.
Yeah, I don't know what it was.
Right,
yeah.
Like, I legit heard this, or I saw this, and you're just like, I can't explain what just fucking happened. I would love one. I would love an explanation of what that was. Mm-hmm. And, that would make it easier, and it would be like, okay, logic. But when I said, when you hear footsteps walk past the door,
yeah,
and there's nobody there,
yeah,
you're just like, and two people hear it. It wasn't just me, dude.
I'm not crazy, but there's something else there.
Like, it was legit. Just went, and I just went, like, it was audible enough for me to be like, what the fuck was that? And we were both standing completely still.
Yeah.
And then even he, like, jerked his head back so fast where he was just like, who's in here? And you're just like, God damn,
Get ready. There's still fucking 21 days till fucking October.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oof. So we're going to hopefully build some more ghost stories for you guys, for ourselves, because honestly, I don't care if you guys know what I know. But that shit was...
I know what I saw.
Yeah, that's just pretty wild. And I'm pretty sure everybody has a ghost story or two or four. Where,
absolutely.
I would love to hear them. And that would probably be a cool thing that we can do, throughout the rest of... Until Halloween, is just get some ghost stories.
If you got a ghost story, fuck it. Shoot it this way or let us know and throw your ass on here.
Yeah. We're going to have a little fun conversation. And, dude, I love that shit. I love to be, like... spooked out, just like, like, because like I said, it brings you back to like those old years where you're just like, man, I feel like things are possible. True. Like, imagination is real. You know what I mean? Like, because as you get older, you lose it, but it's so much fun when something can actually legit scare you
and freak you out.
Yeah. And like bring you back to where you're just like, oh shit, I
feel like a fucking kid, man.
Yeah, dude, I got something weird going on in my stomach. Like, it's kind of actually really strange.
Shit.
You're like, I miss this feeling. So let's fucking talk about it. Let's have some ghost stories. I'm totally down. We're down. Thank you guys for listening to our bullshit. Till next time. I'm Jose. This is Uriah, Central Valley of Livin. Thank you guys.
All day.
Have fun.
Enjoy it.
Peace.